Friends, I wanted to share with you this concept that we all have a split personality. I mean, it always feels like we're living this kind of double life, one in which we are at work, interacting with our colleagues, going about our occupational tasks, and then we go home and live this completely alternate life with our other friends and family. I wanted to shed some light on this split personality we all seem to have and how you can better understand why you unconsciously act this way. Like I kind of prefaced, this split personality normally appears at work and in society, the corporate world, and this originates from the acculturation process or indoctrination. You see, when we were young, perhaps in our teenage years at school, we were shamed, you were shamed for not behaving in a manner that is indicative of how one should behave in modern society. In school, you're told to sit down, shut up, look at the whiteboard, and listen. Because being bold and expressive is simply not acceptable, and you had to learn to bite your tongue and stifle this expansive nature. In this civilizing process, your teachers and perhaps even your parents would have began this culling process of which they started to execute the traits which posed a threat to the smooth functioning of our world, the world we live in today. And I say this because it is a natural process and few, if any, fail to escape it. Society will eventually tame you like a stallion. You will be broken and you will conform to the masters of this world. This leaves us with the life of cultural indoctrination. The person who you are when you're at work and contributing to society, paying your taxes, and then there is this life at home where you feel the flicker of those more primitive aspects that were cut out of your childhood psyche, your wild side, as it were. This stems from a psychological concept called the shadow, and you can see I want to introduce you to my new friends here. This is actually yourself, the split personality. Lovely person at work who you, again, wear a shirt and tie, you're cultured, and this shadow side, the dark side of the human psyche. The reason I bring light to this is because not only does your shadow side, your dark side, hold a lot of your personality, but also a lot of your untapped energy. It will make your existence a far more pleasurable one if we learn how to coexist with this darker aspect of our character we all know we have. You see, if we continue to live this split personality whereby we play by the rules at work, suit and tie, and in the evenings we are getting wasted on coke, booze like the animals we are, then we are continue to perpetuate this fragmented nature. We are split into a personality of two. Many of us resonate with this split or fragmented feeling, like we are living a double life, and that we are missing a part of ourselves when we go about our 9 to 5, when we interact in our corporate world, almost like we aren't being real or true to who we are inside. And in order to negate the inevitable mental breakdowns, psychosis, depression, anxiety that accompany a fragmented psyche, we all need to learn to come together. We need to integrate these two lovely, well, it's actually one person, but your light and your dark side. We must go through the integration process. Society breaks us apart, but if we fail to put ourselves together, we live in the misery of untapped potential for the rest of our lives. This can only begin through consciousness. Dealing with our inner darkness starts with shedding light upon it, obviously. Recognize for all the parts of you that are light and good, you will be dark and impulsive. There exist parts of you that you have kept hidden through shame, anger, and warped beliefs that you have about yourself. The consequences of not consciously bringing them to light will show up in your neurotic personality. You will get sick inevitably and unavoidably if you haven't already, especially if you continue to project your shadow onto other people. And what I mean by that is when we are finding ourselves judging others, it is typically because we are seeing or experiencing a part of that personality that we have ourselves been taught to keep hidden or repressed because they're shameful. Our sexual feelings, or you shouldn't feel that way, you shouldn't be attracted to that individual, you need to get married first. Or to express our emotions unapologetically. Men don't cry, you shouldn't cry, you shouldn't show emotion, you shouldn't feel, you shouldn't be this emotional creature. We need to be stoic. If you are still not convinced of the concept of your shadow, look at the people that cause you to be reactive. The reason for your reactivity lies deeper than simple resentment or annoyance. These people are a part of you. They're this dark shadow character you see behind me. Start realizing it, start being conscious of it, and know that these people are your teachers. All right? There's a reason they say, keep your enemies close, because they will show you where your shadow lies. And if that is something that resonates with you and you have felt the presence of your shadow projected in other people, please like, subscribe, and join the conversation below, please. I would love to hear from you in the dialogue below. Let me know where your shadow is being projected on yourself. I can even see that I'm projecting a little bit of a shadow here now on the board. But I'll see you next time.